committee said NNPC stole 210 trillion. But this committee said, and it still stands by it, NNPC must account for 210 trillion.
Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Eagle Light. You're watching Voice of the People, the platform where we say it as it is and ask the hard questions those in power often want to avoid. If this is your first time here, you are very welcome. Now, before we dive into today's explosive report, a quick but important note. This 200 trillion naira allegation involving NNPCL is separate from the $7.2 billion issue we've heard so much about. At least for now. Unless we're told otherwise, we are treating them as different stories. So, stay tuned, because in our next video, we'll break down the $7.2 billion saga and ask the questions no one else is asking. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, drop your comments, and share it. This rabbit hole is deeper than you think, and as a Nigerian, you should be concerned.
But on the audited financial statement issue, it came out to 103 trillion. We could not place the 103 trillion.
Today, we are focusing on the 200 trillion naira allegation tied to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, and how its group CEO, BAYO OJULARI, once again failed to appear before the Senate Public Accounts Committee. Let's be clear, this is not just another political headline. 200 trillion naira is an astronomical figure. That kind of money could build thousands of roads, equip schools, modernize hospitals, improve power supply, and lift millions out of poverty. This is no joke. The Senate invited Mr. OJULARI to clarify discrepancies in NNPCL's audited accounts from 2017 to 2021. Instead of appearing, he sent a delegation, claiming he had other commitments. The Senate rejected that move, and rightly so. But here's where it gets worse. This is the second time he has refused to appear. So at what point do we call this what it really is, an insult to the Nigerian people? Is he above the law? Is NNPCL now a sovereign entity, untouchable and unaccountable? We cannot let this slide. If we do, we normalize a culture where powerful officials snub the National Assembly. And by extension, you, the people. Accountability that when institutions are ignored. Nigerians, let's stop saying, not them, or, it no concern me. It does concern you. Today it's 200 trillion naira, tomorrow it may be more. This is your money. Our collective future. Let's apply pressure. Use social media. Call your lawmakers. Tag civil society groups. If we don't make noise, they'll stay silent, and when they stay silent, corruption flourishes in the shadows. Let's also remember, these are oil revenues. Meanwhile, we are borrowing just to pay salaries. Yet someone feels it's okay to ignore the Senate summons to account for this money. If Mr. OJULARI refuses to show up again, the Senate must use its constitutional powers. Subpoena him. Order his arrest. Enough of the gentleman politics where the people suffer. This is not the time for the Senate to lose its backbone. Oversight is not optional in a democracy. And Nigerians are watching.
The expenses reflected was and is still, I think, 3 trillion or 5 trillion. But on the audited financial statement issue, it came out to 103 trillion.
We've seen what happens when no one is held accountable. Corruption becomes culture. Let this case be the turning point. Let it show that no one is above the law. If Mr. Ojulari has nothing to hide, he should appear and clear the air. Refusing to do so only fuels suspicion and damages what little trust Nigerians still have in public institutions. So once again, we call on all Nigerians, don't let this die down. Raise your voice. Demand transparency. Demand accountability. 200 trillion naira is not play money, it's your future.